Welcome back to Wondered Bliss. My name is Kevin. I'm an artist, a poet, and a man who is still figuring this shit out. Every day, one step at a time, as we all are. But I'm back here now for my 50th episode. Cheers. And I'm doing video again. I'm going to do this one take. I've been putting it off for a long time. I think I did 15 episodes. And I got all nervous about it because you're focusing on camera presence and all the things, yada, yada, yada. So I went audio only to get a little bit more comfortable just with speaking and monologues and just the idea of podcasting in itself. But now I'm back. Now I'm back doing it this way because I think it's a better way of connecting, a more effective and efficient way of sharing ideas. Because I think about how I interact with things that I watch and listen to. I'm on YouTube. I try to watch it. If I can see a person, see their tonality through their body movements, the inflections and micro expressions on their face as they're speaking, you can hear them better than just with audio. That's the truth. And it makes me nervous. Speaking into a camera's weird. But, fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? So I'm back and I'm doing it. It's been a while. Took a little break. I moved. I'm in a new apartment. Got a new place. Had to set it all up. So I got the nice little studio behind me. A bunch of my art. And I got prints available on my website, wonderedbliss.com. But I'm here reading some more poetry. Going through my first book here, What Struggle Brings. Because I won't say my life has been harder than anybody else's, or that I've been anywhere close to worse off than many people. But life is tough. You will be thrown around and around up against every wall and every challenge, as you should be. But it's difficult, and it'll break your heart, it'll shatter you, it'll make you rethink everything you once thought you knew. But on the other side of it, you grow, you develop, you learn about who you are, about what life is, about what it has to offer you and what you have to offer it. And that's a beautiful thing. And through this process, I have learned a lot, and I wrote all about it. That's how I processed it and dealt with it. And I like to share it because maybe it might help somebody who's in the middle of their own storm, the middle of their own crisis and worry, their own struggle. They haven't quite found out what it's brought, But this next one here that I'm doing, and I'm just going poem by poem, it's titled Patchwork. And it's nice. I have a nice little piece of art that I made for it. And it's this heart that's been broken and welded, stitched back together as best as it can. I love this poem because it says a lot about where I was for a long time. I'll read it to you. Patchwork. I liked to think that nothing else could ever faze me. I liked to think I'd seen enough. This world is mad. I liked to say I'm reinforced by every time gone crazy. My chest was welded shut. It weighed so much, but I could stand. I knew the world would hit me, but I was safer now, I hoped. 1,000 different pieces made the strength I thought would hold. I hoped to just detach, take my wails and bitter blows, but as I sat back, I watched my heart crash and shatter like the shale. I guess my patchwork's fragile. And that one's tough. Being a young man with a broken heart, shattered from his life, growing up, falling in love, falling out of love, everything in between. I closed up for a long time, which is a very normal response to anybody who's been hurt by love, hurt by life, lost friendships, lost everybody. You kind of want to hold it back, It makes a lot of sense. In the case of touching a flame. You burn your hand. You'd never want to touch that flame again. And in that particular case of a hot stove or a flame, something that is just doing damage to your body if you touch it, yeah, don't fucking touch that again. But in the case of something like love, relationships, friendships, pursuing a passion and career that maybe you failed in once, twice, 3 times or more, that thing, it's not a flame that's going to burn you down. There may be a flame of sorts to love, but it is everything. It is the foundation of, I think, what people really are, is love and the ability to care for things, to care for others. It's the root of almost all motivation, I think, of wanting to be, wanting to do. It's your heart. It's the love that exists within you. And when that hurts you, you clam up and you try to run and hide from it. You may feel stronger. You may feel safer, like I said in this poem. I won't let that thing hurt me again. I won't. I'll keep myself back. I'll always be detached from life, from others. You feel maybe better for a while, but it's not going to help anything. It certainly did not help me. Because the truth is, we're built to love. We're built to go after things. You can try your best not to care about anyone or anything, but you're going to, no matter what. And what really hurts, maybe even more, is when you've been holding yourself back, you're not getting the fullness of every moment, and then things still get lost to life, to situations. You still get hurt. Because then you didn't even get to experience it fully. You didn't even have the beauty and the best parts of what those moments have to offer you. And you still get hurt. Because the truth is, you probably will get hurt a lot through life. But running from it and hiding from it, trying to shelter yourself in and keep yourself detached from even the potential of having a positive, loving moment, it will surely guarantee that you're going to suffer, at least in the empty and clouded sense that it's so easy to get stuck to. Depression, that feeling, detached from purpose and meaning. Because you're holding yourself back from the fullness of you, the fullness of life, of the potential of every moment and everything that you do. And it's all fear. It's all some gilded sense of wisdom, where I say I'm reinforced by every time gone crazy. My chest was welded shut. It weighed so much, but I could stand. This weight you're carrying around every day because you can't let things go. You won't let yourself. Because you're not allowing yourself to love. And that's the thing. It's like, how do you heal a broken heart? How do you heal a negative expectation? How do you get over disappointment that has been caused to you? And in this case, I mean, it's annoying to say, and it sounds super simplistic, but it's through love. It's through opening yourself back up again, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to care about whoever it is or whatever it is that you care about. You can't help it. You're built for it. And it's through that process that all that pain will subside. All the pain of every loss, of every hurt, it all goes away because you're flooding your system with more of that loving energy, more of that hope, more of that joy. It's the only way to heal. It's the only way to move on from anything that's ever happened. It's to keep loving, to keep moving, to keep growing, keep pursuing what's important to you. Locking yourself up, welding your heart and chest shut, keeping yourself distant, it ain't gonna do a damn thing. It ain't gonna do a damn thing. It just prolongs the inevitable. Because things are always gonna come and go. And it's tough and it's sad. It's like, if you open yourself back up to love, back up to your joy, a passion, things will probably end or shift or change in one way or another. Adapt just as you age, as you grow. Everything changes constantly. And it's like, if you fall in love with something, you don't want it to change. So it's almost easier, it seems easier to just not. But the truth is, if, like I'm saying here, if no matter what, you never shut yourself back down. You let yourself feel the pain of loss, feel the pain or whatever, and keep moving, keep loving, keep growing. Stay open. It allows that energy back in faster, quicker, and you can feel full again. Because like I said earlier, we're built for this. We're built to love. We're built to care. That's why we have these damn hearts. And the truth is, the only way that you can truly know how much you care about something is by the potential, at least, of its loss, or the pain that you feel when you lose a thing. That's how you know you loved. That's how you know you love it. It's in that potential for loss. And the pain that can happen, even the thought of it, that's how you know it's there. So the flip side, the contrast has to be there. You have to be able to lose something in order to love at all. And it sucks and it's annoying because it opens the door up to pain. At least the potential of it. But it's okay. It's all just part of the process. And because it's there and because we have the ability to love and to care, and it just keeps re-flooding. The more that you do it, the more that you love yourself. Every moment. All of it. It sounds so simple because it is. Maybe not necessarily in practice, but in principle it is. And it's a beautiful thing. The fact that we get the chance to love it all. The fact that we're born and bred with passions that fill us with purpose. The fact we have any of it at all. It's the most magnificent thing. And it's only through the process of doing it that it can exist. By being it and allowing it to flood your system and touch every moment that you experience. It's only through that process that it can be. So you gotta let it happen. And the more that you let it happen, the more that you do it, despite all of the fear, the potential of loss, and potential of hurt, despite all of that, and it gets to be something fantastic. So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot more to add about that particular poem today. Maybe then I guess just some context of this podcast. It's something I care a lot about. Sharing my poetry. Offering whatever I have to offer to anybody who might need it. But inside, there's every chance to fail. Obviously, you can tell I'm not a professional at this. I'm pretty fucking brand new. So, am I offering really valuable advice? Am I offering a truly unique and good perspective? Am I anyone worth listening to? Am I just going to fail at this as I go? Maybe. Probably. Technically, I guess I've failed multiple times as I've started and stopped and started and stopped. And have very little viewership still. But I care about it. And I'm nervous for every episode because it's like, what the fuck am I going to say? How am I going to do this? Am I good enough? Is this going to hurt me? Probably. But I also feel fueled in a very interesting way right here in this moment. And I feel lucky to have this chance and opportunity to sit here and talk to you in my nice little studio that I've put together. All this time I spent making the sign behind me with my logo, all of the time I've spent on my paintings, all of the effort, all of the care, all of the everything. If I put it out and it fails, it's crushing. It's heart-wrenching. What I've also learned in this experience, as I've started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped, is that it's still there. No matter how long it's taken me, this is still my 50th episode, my 50th time doing this. And each step of the way, I'm a little bit further. I'm a little bit more secure in the idea of this. Learning more and more by the process that truly the only way to fail at this is to stop and to not do it. Better yet, to not enjoy the process. Because it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool to sit and talk, to share ideas, to set the mind free for a moment. I've spent so much time trapped inside of my own head thinking. It's kind of nice to let it out. Whether or not it's valuable to whoever's listening to it. Whether or not anybody ever fucking listens to it. Who cares? At the very least, the process is interesting. And the more that I enjoy every step of the way, even if something catastrophic happens and I have to pivot and I never do this again, which would be heartbreaking in many capacities, I still got to enjoy every moment. I still got to live it and love it. And all of that is worth it. Every bit. That's just one example of it. It's the same with relationships. It's the same with everything else. If something does fail with someone you care deeply about, if you loved it every moment of the way, you loved them every bit of the way, you had all of that. You got to experience all of it. And yeah, it's heartbreaking if it falls apart. But if you held yourself back from it the whole time, or you never let yourself even get into the damn relationship, that's heartbreaking in a whole other way. Because either you didn't have it, or then it definitely fails, and you wonder if it's because you didn't put in the effort that it required. So you'll blame yourself, you'll judge yourself. But the worst part is the whole time you didn't even get to experience the fullness of the relationship. You didn't even get to love it in those moments because you were holding yourself back from it. And then at the end of the day, you're just alone and you're unhappy with no positive memories. That is the truth. If you loved it every step of the way and it still ends, it sucks. But if you stay open, you'll love every new step of the way with every new opportunity and every new person. With relationships, the example of something like this podcast, you get the chance to move and groove. And if you just stay tuned in, stay open to the experience and the fullness of the experience, then everything you do can be a joy, a treat. I don't know. It sounds real simple, but the more you try it, the better you get. And the more loving, wonderful experiences you can have through every facet of your life. This much I know. I know it. And I hope that you can know it too. You just have to be willing to try. Willing to let a heartbreak happen if it must. But the funny thing is, the more willing you are, the more loving you are, the more full you are with everything and just letting your heart and care and joy and everything flood into every moment, the better chances your relationships have, the better chances your hobbies, passions, and pursuits have, your career, of everything. It is way more likely to succeed. It is. There's no guarantee of anything ever. But it has every better chance to thrive if you're willing to love even at the threat of loss. The chance. So give it a try. Every day, every moment, every breath. Love that shit. Makes the next one better. All right, that's enough. My 50th episode, I'll call it a wrap. And I'll tune back in whenever I want to for my 51st. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.